Floor is yours.
Thank you there, Stephen. Mr. Sandy, welcome back. And the big swagger. Always a pleasure. All right, number one. Listen, I understand he's Tom Brady. This is a horrific look for the NFL on Monday nights with him in a headset on, directing traffic with Chip Kelly. I mean, really now? He did the game on Sunday in Kansas City. I know he's a minority owner, Mark Davis and everything else, but you mean to tell me that Roger Goodell likes this look here, that an owner of the Raiders, who's the number one announcer for Fox, is in the owner's box with a headset on, listening to traffic between the offensive coordinator and Geno Smith and Pete Carroll when the Chargers are beating the Raiders in Vegas? That is terrible. I mean, John Madden never would have done that. Our own Aikman, he likes the Cowboys, but he's very honest with Dallas football. He's not in Jerry Jones's box when he's not doing the freaking Cowboys game. I mean, Merlin Olsen, God bless his soul, with Little House on the Prairie, he didn't do this stuff either. I mean, my God almighty, I could not. And listen, I'm a Brady fan. I mean, who doesn't like Tom Brady? But, geez, can you be a little bit more inconspicuous? Can you hang out in the parking lot and figure out a little two-way? I mean, to be in the booth of that. I mean, if you were freaking Andy Reid. Now, I know these players, they love Brady, so they're going to talk to him even if it involves the fact that he's got a conflict of interest. But if you're a coach in the NFL, if you're an owner in the NFL, if you're a GM in the NFL, you like the idea that the guy who's the number one broadcaster for Fox, who did the Super Bowl last year, is sitting in the freaking press box in the first Monday night game of the year with Fowler, my buddy Orlowski, and of course Louis, and he's got a headset on? That is a terrible look for the NFL. They can say anything they want. They claim yesterday he did nothing wrong. Perception is awful. He is an announcer. He is not an owner on Sunday afternoons. That drove me crazy. That's number one.
Let's win.
You know, I agree with Doggy. I talked about this yesterday on the show. Doggy, you are absolutely right. And it is a reason to be mad. Optically, it's a bad look for the NFL. I agree.
Yeah, 100% agree. There's no, and the issue now for me is the Raiders aren't. Pete Carroll's going to turn the Raiders around, and when they become, he has to start calling some Raiders games. That's going to be difficult, right? That is not a good situation that you've started. Something's going to have to be done.
Tom Brady didn't do anything wrong.
No.
He shouldn't be in the booth. The NFL should make sure they eradicate that possibility. But he didn't do anything wrong. And also, we're talking about grown men who know he's the number one announcer on Fox. So when he rolls up on you to get information, particularly if it's on a schedule that you got to play the Raiders down the road, don't give him any damn information. They're not kids.
Yeah.
You understand? You know how to avoid giving them information. Not a good look. And I agree with you there. But the point is, let's pump the brakes on acting like there's some unfair advantage that's going to be so obvious that he's going to get. Don't tell him. A matter of fact, lie to him. You understand? Give him some false information. Mislead him. You understand? It should be hard to do. It'll work against Chip Kelly. Everything else has. It's going to be all right.
Word.
That's
You didn't have to do it.
I'm just saying. I remember when they did with the Eagles. All right, go ahead.
When Tony Russo, my great father, when he went to bed in 1936 and he wanted to listen to Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, he had it at a decent hour. When John Wooden in Soldier Field in Chicago wanted to hear the great Dempsey-Tunney fight, he in Indiana, it was at a decent hour. When I wanted to watch Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns in '85 with Al Michaels and Al Bernstein, it was at a decent hour. All right? Yeah. Listen, Canelo, who is not exactly freaking Sugar Ray Robinson, by the way. Canelo and Crawford, who, let's be honest, all right, he's not Sugar Ray Leonard. When these two are going to fight on a Saturday night, and thank God he got food in the state. You see that? He got food like crazy. I love that too. But when you're going to freaking have a fight on Saturday night, you can't start it at 12:50 at night. I mean, my God almighty, that fight, then you walk into the ring into 12:30. I'm in bed. I've been watching Texas A&M and Notre Dame. I've been betting and watching LSU against Florida. I have watched the baseball. I want my bread and cookies at 11, watched the fight go to bed. I was sleeping. I had golf the next day. I bailed out. I stunk in freaking Jordan. But I played golf the next day. I had to be fresh in my fight. I don't want to keep my wife awake. And you got to sit there and you're going to start that fight at 10 minutes to 1 in the morning on a Saturday night. And I heard the excuse was the preliminaries ran too long. Who cares about the preliminaries? I didn't find the fight to see some guy got a shooter I've never heard of. I bought the fight for these two. That is a disgrace. That's embarrassing that they started a major sporting event they claimed at 1 a.m. for the East Coast fan. That's not right. That's that number two.
You're right. I thought that Dana White, Nick Khan, WME, all these guys, I thought they did a fabulous job with everything but the start of the main event because of exactly what you just said. It's a main event. You got to start that by 11 o'clock.
No doubt.
All right? No later than 8 p.m. West Coast time, 11 o'clock East Coast time. That's when the main events usually start. You have to do that. Everything else about it, I was there. It was a spectacular night. It didn't bother me getting booed at all. As long as they paying attention, they wouldn't. It doesn't bother me at all. I wish they had booed loud. Because who knows with them? Who knows with these things? I don't give a damn. Keep on booing with me. As long as you watching, I'm good with it right there. Okay. So that's all it was. That's all it was. They were just booing. They showed it later.
Steve, you got to wear the sunglasses indoors in the stadium there?
For all the good clothes you got, you went with that damn undershirt under your suit
That
jacket?
shirt was slide. You had to see the person. I didn't wear it. I wasn't trying to be on TV. I didn't know I was going to be on TV. It was Netflix.
Come on, man.
Where is the pocketbook that you wore in that big playoff game? How come that one? Where was it?
Go to man bag.
Man bag. Pocketbook. He called it a pocketbook.
Whatever it's called. I don't even know. Number
Right. They got to start early. They got to start early.
You agree they got to start earlier?
Yeah.
Kind of one you get. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3. I haven't seen Saturday. He doesn't call. He never texts. And we have the same agent. And he doesn't RSVP. That's another thing. I never see the guy. I never see him. And I've been wondering where the hell he was. Finally, I see him today. And now I know. He's calling a Colts last drive against Denver. What an unbelievable. No wonder Carrot can't stand him. What an awful sequence. Do you know they had the ball last drive after the missed field goal by Lutz when he hit the upright? They were down by 2 points. Do you know that Steichen ran? Look at these calls into a 9-man line of scrimmage. They ran 8 plays, 7 runs with Jonathan Taylor, who went absolutely nowhere. Daniel Jones was threw for 314 yards. They let him throw 1 pass. Look at these calls. They needed this. Is ridiculous. Let the quarterback throw the ball out. What did Steichen do? He did it to set up one of these stupid long field goals that I was thinking about. A 60-yarder by a rookie who missed it. He set up running plays that set up a 60-yard field goal in that situation. Jeff, you stink as an offensive coordinator. Now, they got a break with the leverage call. We could have screamed about that. Peyton didn't, so I didn't. And then he made the 45-yarder to win the game. But that sequence of plays for Steichen, that was mind-bogglingly stupid. You got to let the quarterback make a play or two. It's game 2 of the season. He played well in week 1. He threw for 314 in week 2. He got lucky, which bothered me because they lost the game. I would have won crazy, but that bothered me. And on the subject of these field goals, they're making fun of me because these don't know anything about sports, all 3 of them. I thought Swagoo did. He's lost too. These field goals, when the reliever in baseball, when he overran the game and was throwing 100 miles an hour and nobody could see it, much less hit it, and these games are ended and it was boring as hell seeing a guy 100 miles an hour and everybody swinging and missing. Baseball changed the rule. That means you got to stay in the game now for 3 batters. Football is on that same the 3-point shot. Let's shoot 50-footers. Nobody wants to see a bunch of guys coming up and chucking 50-footers for the whole game. Same